All right, so for those of you who are coming in, welcome. For Card Sharks, this is going to be it's a very simple game. It's basically, a lot of the time, you only need to know two words, and they're two words that you've probably read in a lot of BL smut before. Higher or lower. Oh my god, someone wants to call me at like the worst possible time. Like seriously. I'm going to put my phone on airplane mode. Yeah, right as I'm like moaning into a microphone. That's when they decide. All right. Phone is in airplane mode, so that won't happen again. CBS calling. Oh, that just... I happen to use CBS for some of my prescriptions, and that I just got, like, a thought about what, like, a story I could write. So maybe I will write that after the show. Speaking of game shows and BL, I learned that there is explicit rated fan fiction for Jeopardy on Archive of Our Own the other day. The pairing surprised me because it was Ken Jennings and James Holzhauer. I mean, yeah, I'm not terribly surprised. What was it? It was a discussion on Tumblr about how little fan fiction there was for Raid Shadow Legends. Like, yeah, all of the YouTubers, of course, promote it because it's a sponsor and blah 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 blah. But there's only like 4 stories on AO3 for it, whereas there are 9 stories on AO3 for Jeopardy, which you would think would not have. You wouldn't think it would have even 4 stories. But yeah, I knew I needed to stop because as soon as I saw I only read the first synopsis was an explicit Ken Jennings, James Holzhauer. And I was like, wait, was this before or after Ken became the host of the show? Like, was this back when they were like competing on the Greatest of All Time tournament? And I was getting just way too into it. I'm like, all right, now, this is marrying game shows and BL just a little bit too close. But back on track. All I need are 2 players, and it helps if you know a little bit about your fellow BL fan. And I will explain that as we during the opening remarks as they are. But if anyone does want to play, go ahead and raise your hand. And I think I will use that to drag you up on stage. It would be preferable if you would be okay with speaking. Just makes the game go a little bit more easily. But if you do not want to speak, that is also totally okay. I am monitoring chat, so we can always go that route. All right. If you like what you see here, I'm also doing this show at CitrusCon. It is one of my 2 what I call headlining shows. These are shows that I either don't do a whole very often, or they're the shows that I put the most effort into, which sounds really bad, but they're the shows that I'm like the most invested in for CitrusCon. So that is one of them. The other one is a show called Wipeout, which has not seen the light of day since the 1980s, and it shows. When you see Wipeout premiere at CitrusCon, it will look very, very, very 80s. Sure. Soraya and V. We can do that. All right. So are you 2 ready to be, I don't want to say guinea pigs, but are you 2 ready to play?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So we even have a little slate that, like, you know, they would use in Hollywood, like, you know, this is Card Sharks, the BL Happy Hour preview episode. Record date July 4th, 2024. Air date to be announced. And it's take 1. Ace is high. Deuce is low. Play your cards right and win the go. All Card Sharks. And hello, everyone. Welcome to Card Sharks. This is the first time I think Card Sharks has ever been done online before. So this is going to be a very exciting and a very experimental time for us. And the music just kind of cuts out randomly. But that's okay. Because we are here And we have 2 card sharks who we're going to introduce right now. And we'll say hi to Soraya.
Hi.
And if you don't mind letting us know just something fun about yourself, like what's your favorite BL?
My favorite BL? I'm still pretty heavily obsessed with MADK.
Awesome, awesome. You want to give like an elevator pitch on it? Like why should someone pick it up?
If you like monsters, demons, and monster fucking, and very messed up psychological things, this is for you.
I'm sold. All right, and opposing Soraya, we have V. Hello, V.
Hello. No! Ah!
3 amazing guests of honor. One of them being Tsutako Tsurusawa, a BL manga author, most famous for some works including Saving My Favorite for Last and Satoshi and Kakeru. Most recent one is called The Magician in a Secret Forest Just Wants a Peaceful Life, and damn it, don't we all? And their works can be found, rather, on ebook Ripto. So that is one of the many guests of honor that we have. We have other guests as well, including Ascendant Animation, who has done some great work with BL in the past, including Demon King Evolugia. We have James Walker, a very interesting author. And we also have some jerk that does game shows. So, citruscon.com, go get your tickets. It's free. And that is our commercial.
Literally start and then have a commercial.
That's what a lot of that's what a lot of shows do.
That's what TV shows do. You have like the theme song and then it goes commercial.
Or worse yet, like the host starts talking like, yeah, we're going to start the game right after we do some business with you. I mean, if you've got songs playing in your head all the time like I do, as you probably didn't even notice. But yeah, yeah, the music that you heard playing when we did the whole intro thing, I don't know if you were here for that, but yeah, that is the official Card Sharks theme, like what they use on TV.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is a TV show from the 70s and from the 80s and from the 2010s.
Oh, they got a reboot.
They got a reboot. Yes, they did. And it's because the show is really easy to play. The game is really easy to play. Like I said, you're mainly going to be saying 2 words, higher or lower, which you've probably read in a lot of BL fan fiction and comics and smut and all that. Basically, you have these lines of cards here. These are from a standard deck of 52 playing cards. There is a red deck and a blue deck. Soraya, you are playing the red deck on the top. V, you are playing the blue deck on the bottom. There are no jokers. It's just your normal 52 playing cards.
I'm not a bottom.
You are the blue player. How about that?
Fine.
Okay. So all you have to do is tell me whether the next card in the line is higher or lower than the previous card. And the only 2 things you need to remember are ace is the highest card and a 2 is the lowest card. And it all goes from there. Now here's the trick, is that in order to be able to start calling your cards, you have to answer a survey question. And Soraya, since you volunteered to come up on stage first, you will get the first question.
Okay.
And these questions, by the way, come from a survey that was taken a couple of years ago called the BL Fan Project. The BL Fan Project started as a way to document the voices and experiences of BL fandom across the world. Over 500 people took the most recent available survey. That survey was presented at FujoCon 2021, and we used results from that survey for our questions today. And of course, we want to acknowledge and thank Ari, who is at Twitter/X at _Queerios, like Cheerios, but queer.
Beautiful.
For their incredible effort in creating, tabulating, and presenting this landmark survey. We are going to be using percentages for this. Just as a note, all percentages have been rounded to the nearest whole percent. With all the disclaimers out of the way, let's get started here with our first question. This is going to go to Soraya. Mm-hmm. Soraya, the BL Fan Project survey revealed that not everyone who consumes BL considers themselves to be a member of the BL fandom. What percentage of those surveyed said, however, that yes, they do consider themselves to be a member of the BL fandom? It's going to be a number between 1 and 99. And audience, you can feel free to yell out in chat what you think the right answer is.
I'm gonna go with 69 just for the memes, because I have no idea.
Nice. There we
Good
go.
answer, good answer.
Take your screenshots as you'd like. All you have to do now is tell me whether you think the correct percentage is higher or lower than 69.
That
And
they
if you're
are
right,
in the BL fandom, or they are not?
that they are, yes,
They are.
that they are in the BL fandom. What percentage of the survey takers, when asked? Oh, sorry, read the next one.
I think it's higher.
You think it's higher than 69, all right?
Yeah.
And so we will now reveal that the percentage of those surveyed said that they were members of the BL fandom is 73.
Yes!
It was a little bit higher.
I was close.
So
that was close.
You have control of your card, so you are lit up in blue. And we will show you your base card. And your base card is a 3, which is a really good card. So, first question always is, do you want to change that card? You have that option if you don't like what you see. So, do you want to change that?
What is the goal?
The goal is you have to now predict whether the next card in your line is higher or lower.
Oh, I'm gonna
than
keep
the
that card.
that you
I'm gonna keep
see.
that card. I'm gonna keep that card.
Okay, and so then are you going to say higher or lower?
I'm gonna say the next one's higher.
Okay, so we go higher than a 3. It is with a 10. Okay, now from this point forward in this play of the cards, you may freeze at any time. When you do that, the card that is been revealed is going to become your new base card if you gain control of the cards again. That kind of protects your position, because anytime you make a goof and you predict wrong, you lose all of your progress back to whatever your base card is. So in this case, if you predict wrong on this 10, you lose the 10 and you go back to your 3. And Soraya would also get a free shot at their cards.
Ooh.
Can I keep gambling right now and pick the next one?
Yeah, you sure can.
I think the next one's lower.
You think it's lower. All right, lower than a 10. It's not lower than a 10.
But it's the same. It's not higher.
But it's not lower.
What does that mean?
That means that is considered a goof. So you go back to your 3.
No, I object. That's not fair. What are you doing? It's the same. I should get a redo.
That's the rules of the game.
So if I guessed higher, would I have lost too?
Yes.
Oh. Oh. I lost my house in the war. Okay, let's go.
All right, Soraya, you will get a free shot. Now, you do not get to change your base card. You have to play it no matter how crappy it is.
Okay.
And let us see your base card. It's a king. That's not very crappy.
I'm gonna guess the next one's lower.
All right, lower than a king. It is with a jack.
Okay. I'd say lower for the next one.
All right, lower than a jack. With a 3, yes.
I would say higher.
All right, higher than a 3. You've got another jack.
Lower.
All right, if it's lower than a jack, you've won the first game and it's a best 2 out of 3 match. If not, you have completely wiped out all your progress. So lower than a jack. It is with an 8.
Must be nice.
It is.
Rigged, it's rigged. How am I going to feed my dog? I'm just kidding. We're not even betting anything.
Right, like, literally, I have created a new currency called Dusty Dollars. Dusty Dollars have the value of whatever I want them to be, and for purposes of this run-through, they really don't mean anything other than score.
My
So right
pride.
now, so right now you win $500 for each game you win. So Soraya, you have won 500 dusty dollars, which
Woo.
technically doesn't mean anything. Let's clear the board off. Let's go ahead and just start from scratch here. You're going to get the next 5 cards off the top of that same deck of 52. And this time, the question will go to V, since Soraya answered the last question. And here we go. All right, so the BL Fan Project had a question about Geikomi, also known as Bada, featuring guys with lots of muscles. And when I mean lots of muscles, we're talking about lots and lots of muscles. Like instead of a 6-pack, we're looking at more like a 24-pack. So what percentage of the BL Fan Project survey respondents said that they had read Geikomi?
I'm gonna go with 33%.
33. All right. You are locked in at 33%. And Soraya, then I'll ask you if you think that the actual percentage is higher or lower than 33.
I'm gonna take a big gamble and say lower.
Gonna say lower. All right. And the actual percentage of respondents that said that they had read Geikomi is 70, much higher.
Oh my god, that's good.
Good. Both really underestimated.
Interestingly, an additional 2% said that they hadn't read Geikomi but were interested.
Ooh.
So I wonder where they would
Those
stand now
muscles.
in 2024, 3 years later. So, V, you have control of your cards. Your base card is a 4. Not bad
Higher.
at all.
Higher.
Higher. Higher than a 4. That's the wrong higher, game. I've got 2 higher buttons. I pushed the wrong one.
I was too excited. I'm like, hit me.
Higher than a 4. Yes, with a queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. Yes, with a deuce.
Higher. If it's a
Higher
2,
than
I'm
a
gonna.
2.
Yes.
Yes, with a 9.
Lower.
All right. Yeah, you can freeze if you want, but you want to
No.
go lower?
Lower.
Lower than a 9. All right. For a clean sweep of this game, lower than a 9. Oh!
It's a 10 again. The 10s are
No, the 10s. Is there even any 10 left?
That was 3 of them, so there's one more.
The producers are making this. I wanna call my lawyers.
I demand a
I want
recount.
to open an investigation into this game.
All right. So while you do that, we'll give Soraya a free shot at the cards. Your
Okay.
base card,
You're
Soraya,
welcome.
is a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, with a queen.
Lower.
All right, lower than a queen. Yes, with a 10.
Lower.
All right, lower than a 10 instead of freezing. No.
Oh, you're close. I thought a jack was high. Oh, you said lower.
I did
Yeah.
say lower.
Yes, yes. So, hey, the good news is that no one made any progress. All you did was waste my time, which is fine.
You're welcome.
You're like, do you want to freeze? No. All or nothing.
Just throwing it out there, seeing if someone's going to pick it up. Obviously,
You grabbed 2 chaotic people for this show. We're just like, let's do it.
It's a 30-minute show.
obviously not.
We're gonna like turn this into like a 7-part series because we just keep going. No one freezes.
Eventually, we do get into sudden death.
Oh, okay.
So yes, there is a limit to this. We just
Okay.
haven't gotten there yet. All right, now, Soraya has the next question. That's where I am. All right, so let me try that again. Wow.
That's
All right, calm. All right, the BL Fan Project survey showed that BL has worldwide appeal. In fact, how many, as in the number of people, claimed a European country as their home? The actual number of people that filled out the survey in total, by the way, was 553. Just to give you that tidbit of knowledge. The actual number of people that said that they were from Europe is going to be somewhere between 1 and 99. So, Soraya, you get to guess that number.
75.
All right, 75 it is. There we go. And V, higher or lower than 75?
I think it's going to be lower.
I think it's going to be lower. All right. And the actual number of people that said they were from a European country is 58. It was lower. Just so you know, the top three were the United Kingdom, Germany, and then Spain.
Ooh.
All right, so you got a 4. You're going to go higher, lower, or do you want to change it first?
I want to go higher.
Going to go higher than a 4. You've got a jack.
Lower.
All right, lower than a jack. That's a 7.
Thank God.
Now, as a hint, an 8 is like the exact middle of the deck where you have an equal shot of it going higher or lower. So, in other words, a 7 is a really bad card.
Well, I think it's going to be lower.
All right. Lower than a 7. It is with a 4.
I think this one's going to be higher.
For the game and a tie match, higher than a 4.
Yes! I'm winning! I can feed my dog.
No, we're tied. We're tied. You're not winning.
I won one, okay?
All right.
This is my redemption arc.
This is going to be a slightly different round because this is the sudden death round. Someone is going to win on this next question. The question is going to go to V. And before we play the question, I'm going to go ahead and show each of you your base card. Soraya, yours is a queen, and V, yours is an 8. All right, that'll be important in a second. Let's get the question over with first. What percentage of the BL Fan Project survey said that they use the pronouns he, him for themselves? What percentage said they used he, him as their pronouns?
I'm going to go with 39%.
39%. You got it. All right, Soraya, higher or lower than 39?
I'm going to guess lower.
Okay. Lower than 39. The actual percentage that use he, him for their pronouns is 13. Quite a bit lower.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
The he,
Most
him
of them
didn't want to fill out
had
the
a-
survey.
And we'll actually discuss that. All of these are available online. Now,
I could have studied. I didn't know.
All right, Soraya. This is the situation you find yourself in. It's actually pretty advantageous. Because you won control of the question, you have the option now. You either have to completely win your line of cards, which has been reduced to 3, or you have to force V to make a mistake. You can either take control of your cards, which you have a queen. You have the option of changing the queen if you wish. But if you take that, you then have to make 2 correct predictions in a row in order to win the match. Your other option is to pass control of the cards to V. V has to play off of that 8. No changing allowed. And V would also then have to make 2 correct predictions in order to win the game. First person to make a screw up wins the match for their opponent.
I'm psychic, so I don't know if you want to do that.
I think I'm gonna do my own cards because the queen's a pretty good card.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with lower.
All right. Lower than a queen. It is with a 7.
Good luck.
Based on the cards I've already seen, I'm going to go with lower because you said this is a 52 card deck, right?
This is a standard 52 card deck.
I'm gonna go with lower based on the cards I've already seen.
All right. If it's lower than a 7, you win the match. Otherwise, it goes to V. Lower than a 7? No! V wins the match!
My My redemption arc. I was the underdog. I was losing. I lost so many times, and now I'm winning. I can feed my dog. I can keep a roof over my head. Soraya, I will share the winnings with you.
Fight. You won $500 for that first game. That is yours to keep. It's dusty dollars, so you can spend it at your local trash can. Give it up.
Soraya, I will give you
everyone.
69 dusty dollars as a reward for losing.
No, thank you for losing dollars.
All right, now V, you have the chance to turn $200 into $32,000 now on the big money cards.
Should I go for it? I gotta go. You gotta go for it. You can't just leave that money sitting there. Can you imagine?
All right. So you have $1,000 already. That is yours to keep no matter what. We're gonna lock that away in a lunchbox, a Voltron lunchbox from the '80s, and it's gonna get put in my locker.
Do we have to keep the lunchbox too?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Yes.
All right. And now we're going to deal out cards on this big board here. I'm going to give you $200 in seed money, and you're going to use that to bet your way across the bottom row. Your minimum bet has to be $50, and your bets have to be in increments of $50. You're going to bet however much you want, higher or lower than the card next to it. This is a brand new deck of 52 playing cards.
So it's not Soraya's deck?
It's not Soraya's deck, and it's not your deck from before.
Well, mine was blue, so obviously it's not mine.
Oh, that's where I messed up. I thought the two decks were combined, and so I was like,
just kidding.
I didn't spend a lot of time.
Just being the meanest contestant for no reason. Let's go with 100.
Watch some old episodes of Pressure Luck. Well, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Now. All right. You have the three cards there on the side are your options to change. You can change a card if it doesn't vibe with you once per line. Once you get up to the second line there, we will give you another $400 of extra betting money. And then when you get to the top row, the big bet, you will have to bet at least half of whatever's in your bank. And if you bust at any time other than on the bottom line, the game is over.
Bust.
He said bust. All right. You have 200 in your bank, and your base card is going to be a 5. So you'll tell me how much you want to bet that the next card is either higher or lower than a 5.
Okay, let's do 50, and I bet the next card is higher.
All right, $50. Higher than a 5.
Yes.
It is with a queen, and you have $250 now.
Let's bet 100, and it's lower.
All right, 100. Lower than a queen.
Yes.
Yes, with a 2. Now, one note on the money cards in the bonus here. This time, if we see another 2, you don't win, but you don't lose. Your bet just gets put right back into your bank.
Okay.
You don't win or lose any money, okay?
Perfect. I'm gonna bet 350, and it's higher.
Betting it all higher than a 2. Yes. With a king. All right, that king gets moved up to the next level, and we pop the extra 400 into the bank.
Let's go to Vegas, baby. On a roll.
$1,100 and a king.
Let's bet 500 lower.
All right, 500 lower than a king. It is with a 5.
Ooh, 600 higher.
All right, I was gonna say you still have the option to change. You have those 3 cards over there. No changing. All right. So
Me and I are both like change is weakness.
I see that. All right, $600. You said higher than a 5, right?
Yeah, better be or I'll cry.
All right, 600 higher than a 5.
Yes.
It is with an 8.
Should I change? But what if the change is worse?
I will tell you right now, you can't get worse than an 8.
What about a 7?
The worst thing that can happen is that's another 8.
Okay, let's change. Is changing free? Do I have to pay to change?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to change with the card number 1, number 2, or number 3?
Number 1, because I'm a winner.
All right. Number 1. We'll make the 8 now a 6. A little bit better.
Let's bet 2,200 for higher.
All right.
Go big or go home.
2,200. Now you realize now that's locked in. I can't change it. 2,200. If this is, and you said higher, right?
Yeah.
If it's lower, the game is over, and you win nothing extra. I
Well,
hope it's higher than a 6.
I still got 1,000 in the bank, so that's fine.
You're right. Higher than a 6?
Yes!
With a 9. The 9 moves up to the big bet.
You
can
got
change
to
that
take
9
risks.
if you want. You have $4,400. You must bet at least 2,200.
Someone get me my plane ticket to Vegas right now. Let's bet 4,400 on lower.
Wow. This is gutsy.
It's not my money yet, so I mean, I might as well spend.
This is gutsier than Berserk. All of Berserk. 4,400 is your bet. You are either going to take home $8,800 or nothing. Lower than a 9.
Lower. Lower.
No!
Ace is high. No!
No, it's the highest card in the game.
The opening poem said, aces high, deuces low, play it right and win the dough.
Well,
Which
I
you
have
did not
ADHD,
do.
so I can't believe you are going to take all the money away from a disabled player. That is just, this game's gonna be canceled. I'm kidding.
What do I do? Oh. Oh my god. All right, so
Still got to bust though, so I guess it wasn't that bad.
you did, yeah, you had bust there. You had a bust there for a moment before I reminded you that you had $1,000 in the front game.
Hey, that's not nothing.
That is not that is so all I see is V ... I mean, if that's how you want to be identified on the game, that's fine. I don't care.
I mean, I guess I'm VMark too then. You got 2 V's in
Okay.
it now.
Sure. There we go. Okay. So now that we have that set up, let us move on. All right. Let me get my eyeballs put back in. All right. So let's see. And you, UV, where is my control? There it is. Okay. You will get the first question. And here is that question. BL primarily comes from Japan, so it would sure help to be able to read Japanese. What percent of the survey was able to say that they could either definitely, somewhat, definitely, somewhat, or were learning to read BL in Japanese? And I'll repeat that one more time. What percent of the BL Fan Project survey said that they could either definitely, somewhat, or were learning to read BL in Japanese?
Probably gonna piss a lot of people off by saying this, but probably quite low, say maybe 18%.
18%. Okay. All right. So Azure Angel, you now get to say, do you think that number is going to be higher or lower? You will say higher than 18. All right. Let me push the button and reveal that the percentage of the surveys that said that they could either definitely, somewhat, or were learning to read BL in Japanese is 47. So it is higher.
Oh, okay.
So Azure Angel, you will get control of your cards, and you will get your base card that you can change if you'd like, and that base card is a 7. So the first question is, Are we going to change? I guess not. We're going to go lower than a 7? I'm okay with it if you are. All right, lower than a 7. No, it's a jack. So, I mean, I guess no harm, no foul. Nothing really happened. Except V Mark II now has control of their cards, and your base card, which you must play, is a 5.
Higher.
Gonna go higher than a 5. It is with a 7.
Oh, just.
Higher, lower, or freeze.
If I freeze, what happens? Does it go back to Angel?
No, we go on to another question. So either one of you could
okay.
get
So it
control.
doesn't. We know. Oh, okay. Higher. I'm gonna keep going.
You're gonna keep going. All right, higher than a 7. No, it's a 4. All right. And now this question will go to Angel. And the question goes a little bit something like this. Respondents were asked whether a BL anime or manga was considered popular when they first discovered it. How many people, this time it's people, not percentage, how many people said gravitation was popular when they first discovered it? The answer will be between 1 and 99. All right, as your Angel says, 25. And
Can you say the question one more time?
Oh, repeat the question?
Yeah.
Okay. Respondents were asked whether a BL anime or a manga was considered popular when they first discovered it. How many people, not percent, said gravitation was popular when they first discovered it? The correct answer is between 1 and 99.
I would say higher, personally, yeah.
All right, you think it's higher than 25. There we go. And the actual number of people who said the gravitation was popular when they first discovered it is 72. So it is higher. So V, you have control of your cards now. You've got that 5. Do you want to change it?
No, I'll stick with it. I'll say higher.
Gonna go higher than a 5. Ooh, that's a king. That's a good card.
Definitely lower.
Definitely lower than a king. It is with an 8, though.
Oh, I got the middle card. Haven't seen too many high cards, so this say high.
All right, gonna keep going and say higher than an 8. No, it's a 5. All right, so a free shot for Angel here. You have to play the 7. And we'll say lower than a 7. It is with a 6, just barely lower. Gonna go higher than the 6. It is not higher than the 6. We are still back at home. All right, question 3 goes back to V. And here is question 3. Come here, paper. All right. The survey, of course, was limited to adults only. So then, what was the age in years that was most often reported by survey participants when asked? What age did they say they were most often? So we're looking for the age in years, yes.
Okay, they have to be 18 plus, you say?
Yes.
Okay. I'd say 26.
26, okay. 26 goes in your little box. I said 26 goes in your left. Okay, thank you. All right, Angel, are we going higher or lower than 26? I sure can repeat the question. The question is repeated as such. The survey was limited to adults only. What was the age in years that was most often reported by survey participants? Gonna go lower than 26. All right, let me move back over there and push the magic lower button. There it is. And the actual age that was reported most often is 18, the minimum age.
Oh, okay.
So it was lower. Angel, you have control of your cards. You have that 7, but you can change it if you want. Yeah, babies. They're all babies. You can change your card, yes. Do you want to change your card? All right, the card will be changed. And that 7 becomes a queen, a much better card. All right, lower than a queen with a 2, yes.
Oh my god.
Higher than a 2. Oh my god.
No, wait. Jewels you in and then absolutely hurt you.
All right. V, you have control of your cards, but you must play off the 5.
Higher.
All right. Higher than a 5. No!
No!
Oh.
What?
I hit the wrong button.
Did I just win that by default?
No. No. Just know that light that's lit up is not actually lit up because Dum here hit the wrong button. I don't know why they put the go back to start and win the game button right next to each other in the controls. All right, we are on the sudden death question. We are on the sudden death question though. So, clear displays. That's what
no pressure.
So control of the cards is very important, and then we'll explain how the cards will go afterwards. This question goes to V. What percentage of the survey... Sorry, let me try that again. What percentage of the survey participants said their sexuality was either bisexual or pansexual? What percentage said that they were either bi or pan?
Good. I'd say 70.
70?
Yeah, 70. Definitely not 17. Definitely 70.
Okay. 70%. All right. Angel, are we doing higher or lower? Gonna go lower than 70. All right. And the actual percentage of bisexuals and pansexuals who took this survey is 46.
Oh.
Significant,
wow.
But not quite 70. So, Angel, let's...
I would have genuinely thought more than that, but...
All right, so, Angel, let's talk here. You have 2 options. Option 1 is you can play your cards, but you have to play the entire line, and if you make a mistake, V wins the game, and then that red light actually means something. Or you can pass to V. V would have to play off of that 5. Could not change it. And if there's a mistake made, you win the game. So the first question is, do you want to play or do you want to pass control to V? The third option is we just all go home. I don't want the third option.
V is determined. She's not gonna let this game beat her.
All right. All right.
Probably a smart decision.
We'll see how this works out. All right, V, you have a 5 that you must play. Higher or lower?
Higher.
All right, higher than a 5. It is with an ace.
Lower.
Well, I think you'd be silly to say higher. Yeah, lower than an ace. It's a 9.
Lower.
Lower than a 9. It is with a 5.
Come on. Higher.
All right, for the game, higher than a 5. Yes!
Yes! Finally!
There's the replacement you won music. Because if I hit that again, it'll make you win the match. All right. So now the wins are as they should be. We will clear everything off and we'll deal out some new cards for game 2. And that first question in game 2 goes to Angel. And it reads something like this. The VL Fan Project also included detailed interviews of selected participants. In these interviews, how many times did the term Fanti, F-A-N-T-I, also known as Anti without the F, come up? The number is between 301 and 399. We'll just put the last 2 digits in the displays there. But just know that there should be a 3 in front of it. All right. I'm going to say 350. All right. We put that there. V, do you think it's higher or lower than 350?
My one-track brain was distracted by chat. I'm so sorry.
No. You're good. You're good. All right. The BL Fan Project also included detailed interviews of selected participants. In these interviews, how many times did the term Fanti, F-A-N-T-I, also known as Anti, A-N-T-I, come up? The answer is between 301 and 399. Coffee, don't you go anywhere. Come back here.
I'd say higher. I would definitely say higher.
Higher than 350. All right.
Mhm.
That higher. Okay. The actual number of times that Fanti came up in interviews is 314. So it was not higher. It was in fact lower. So, yep, that's the one I want. All right, so Angel, you get control of your cards. You can change the space card if it doesn't vibe with you. It's a jack. All right, gonna play it and go higher than a jack. Going against the odds, but the way these cards have been going, who knows? It actually worked with a king.
That was V's answer. That was V's answer.
Oh! Here I am.
Hijack. She's hijacking.
Oh my god. Okay. Note to self: look at the name before you say. Look at the name before you just start going when someone is playing in chat. All right. So Angel, let me ask. Okay, you got a free one there. Do you want to go higher or lower than the king? Lower than the king. It is a jack, so we're back to where we were. Higher, lower, or freeze? Lower again. Let's see it. No! JK.
Oh, that's so... What is that lineup? Oh my god.
It's JK. All right. Discard. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's take a look at V's base card, and that is a 3. And you can play off that.
Okay, V, I'm giving you this one, but if you say lower, I might cry.
wait. I missed that. Did you say lower?
No, I was giving it to V. I said to V, this is your choice, but if you go lower, I might cry. So she's higher.
Okay, she said higher. Okay. Higher than a 3. Oh my god!
Oh my god, no. No, V, let me down.
I have seen... Now look, I have seen terrible luck in game shows before. I don't know how many people are familiar with the game Pressure Luck. It's the one with the whammies. Where if you hit 4 whammies, you are eliminated from the game. And I saw a contestant today hit 4 whammies in a row. I kid you not. That is nothing compared to these decks of cards that have come out of this program.
As soon as the game heard game 2, it just decided to throw us the absolute weird cards.
Oh my god. This is simultaneously the funniest and the most cursed game of Card Sharks I have ever had the pleasure of being a part of. Oh my gosh. All right, it's V's turn. Okay.
Okay.
Lord, where am I at? All right.
Survey
volunteers. Yeah. Survey volunteers were indeed diverse, especially when it asked to identify their gender. What percentage of the survey said their gender was non-conforming to either cis or trans, man or woman? So basically there were 5 options in this on this question. There was cis man, cis woman, trans woman, and non-conforming. So how many people said, what percentage of people rather, said non-conforming?
35?
Said 35? Okay. All right, 35% is what you have. And so Angel is the correct percentage, higher or lower? You can say it's lower than 35. Yep. I see lower. And the percentage of people that said that they were gender non-conforming is 35, right on the nose. So that means you win a $500 bonus.
Wow.
For getting it right on the nose. So that's you now have $1,000, and you have a 3 as your base card. So do you want to play that? I assume you do, because a 3 is a decent card.
Yeah.
Although
definitely.
I don't know if any card is decent in this deck. But
I mean, it's not tempting me to go lower. It's taunting me to go lower, but I'm not going to do it.
all right.
I'm going to go higher, but if that's a 2, I'm done.
You know what? That's fair. If it's lower, I'm done too. Higher than a 3. Oh my god!
No, who is doing this? Who is doing this?
That was the sound of my reading glasses hitting the desk as I throw them off in disgust.
Oh my god.
Like when the host is so perplexed.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
The game. Oh my god. There is nothing in this software that connects to the internet in any way. The only way it is connected to anything is that OBS is grabbing whatever this one window is showing, the game, and pumping it over to Discord. That's it. And yet, this is absolutely bonkers. All right. I'm not going to say one way or another whether a card is good or not anymore at this point.
Yeah, that's probably best.
But, Angel, you have a jack. Do you want to go higher or lower than the jack? Angel says, I'm still traumatized by the last two jacks. I know several ukes who would probably say the same thing. Anyway, you said... Sorry, you said lower. Lower than a jack. I quit!
Oh, no. Nah, this is... What the fuck?
I absolutely fucking quit! I don't believe it!
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is gonna go on YouTube.
Just do the opposite of logic, basically.
This is probably gonna get posted on YouTube and people are gonna riot, like, we're going to burn the con down if Card Shark shows up. Yes, I love this. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this. But at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? God, okay. You had the answer right on the nose, and you didn't fail the game. Okay. All right. Clear the displays. Angel gets the next question. I think I need to put something stronger in my coffee. Where the hell are we? Okay. So, question 3 in this game. Along the same line, what percentage of folks said that their pronouns included they? Which means that they, the response was either that they said they, them, he, they, or she, they.
That's for you, Angel, sorry.
That was to Angel.
Okay.
I will.
No, I wasn't sure either.
Yeah, let me go ahead and repeat that real quick. Oh, okay. Or not. So the percentage of people who have they in their preferred pronouns you are saying is 65. All right. 65 is locked in. V, higher or lower than 65?
Let's say a little bit lower. So yeah, lower.
A little lower, okay. And the actual percentage of people who put they in their pronouns is 43, so it is a little bit lower. And V, put on your hazmat suit. You have to play with these cards. Higher, lower, or change. All right, higher than a 3. Oh
yeah.
God. I think we're running out of cards that are lower
Honestly.
than a 3. A 9! Thank God!
Logic wins. I could say higher.
Higher than a 9! No!
Oh.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Angel. Okay, you've got the jack. You have to play the jack.
Oh.
Angel's not even sure anymore. He's like,
Okay.
Higher? Yes, with a queen, just higher. Higher than the queen.
Is to do the opposite of what we think.
I want to make sure. Higher than the queen.
Angel deserves to win this game if she gets this right.
Higher than the queen.
Oh.
Alright. That's how we're going to play it. We're going to do sudden death. And V, you are answering this sudden death question.
Okay.
Alright. Try it again. The Fujin terms have been brought up, let me try that again. The Fujin terms have brought up controversy, but most of us use the titles based on the Japanese word for rotten boy, or rotten girl, or rotten person with pride. What percentage of the survey said they identified with the term fudanshi, meaning rotten boy, specifically?
$45.
All right, 25. 25.
Oh no, sorry, 45.
45. You got it.
45. Yeah.
So that is the correct number, yes?
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Okay. All right, Angel, higher or lower than 45? All right, going to say lower than 45. All right, the actual percentage of survey respondents that said that they were Fudanshi is only 11. So it is lower. Yeah, I think when I did the he/him question, it was also fairly low. Which I found rather interesting.
Yeah, 'cause it's Rotten Boys. Oh, okay. I was thinking in general. Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what the percentages broke down for the Fujoshi and Fujin, but I wrote down 11 for the Fudanshi, and I guess that's the one that my brain said, make a question out of this. Anyway, all right. Once again, we are in sudden death, so let me explain. Angel, you have control of the cards if you want it. If you take control of the cards, you must play through to the end, but you can change your base card of a jack. You may also pass control of the cards to V. V must play off the 3 and cannot change it, and must play through to the end of the cards. A mistake by either one of you wins the game for your opponent, and Azure Angel, if you make a mistake, that would give V the match. And V would go on to play. Okay, so Angel, you're saying that you will play and change your card. Is that right? Okay. We will certainly change that card. That now becomes a 3. Much better card. I think. Usually. In most cases. You know what, Angel? I'm scared too. Higher than a 3. Yes, you have a 5. All right. Higher than a 5. No! I don't believe it!
What's this?
You know what? I would have lost. Because I would have said higher than the 4 would have been an 8. I would have said lower than the 8 and would have gotten zapped on the ace. All right. Let's get out of this part and see if the money cards treat us any better. God, I hope so. Just, yeah, clear everything. Go away. Money cards. Yes, money cards. All right, so you had $1,500 to your credit because you had the one perfect answer. That is yours to keep. Let's deal out the cards. I'm sure you know how this works. $200 in your bank of fresh betting money. $50 minimum bet, $50 increments until you get to the big bet, which then you must bet at least half. Good to go?
Yep.
All right. Your base card is an ace.
That's the highest card, isn't it?
That is the highest card. Yeah, that's the highest rank of card.
Yeah. I guess we bet 200 on lower.
All right. 200 lower than an ace. It is with a 6.
Let's bet 50 higher.
How much higher?
50.
50. Higher than a 6. It's not, but you bought a slightly better card, basically, for $50.
Yep. Let's stay safe. Go 50 again, higher.
All right, 50 higher than a 4. It is with a 5, so you got your 50 back. You have 400. We're going to move it up to the next level and double your score to 800. So you have 800 and a 5. You do have the option to change, of course, at any time, once per line.
Yeah, I think go for a change.
Okay.
Don't like the 5.
Okay. Do you want card number 1, number 2, or number 3?
2.
Number 2. All right. Number 2. We'll plop that on there, and the 5 becomes a 7.
Okay. Let's bet 100 higher.
All right, 100. Higher than a 7. We're back to the 5.
We're just getting these middle numbers.
I know.
Another 100 higher.
All right, $100 higher than a 5. Yes, with something that is not a
Okay.
middle number.
Let's do 400 lower.
All right, $400. Lower than a king. Yes. You
Nice.
got the 7. We're going to move that up to the big bet. You can change the 7 if you want. But whatever you do, you have to bet at least $600 on the next turn of the card.
That's a horrible number for to be on this line. Can I change the card on this line?
You can. Would you like number 1 or number 3?
Yeah, let's go for a change. 3.
All right.
Angel.
Number 3. Instead of a 7, we're going to bet at least $600 on a 3.
Okay. You know what? Let's do 1,200 higher. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, all of it. You'll end up with 2,400 or 0. Higher than a 3. Okay.
Yes!
Whew. We add in your winnings from the front game. You are today's big winner with $3,900 in Dusty dollars.
Yay! Then go in my kitchen. Let's go. I live such a boring life.
Hey, you know what? There was one person, the one whole person in the entire history of this show on TV, at least on the U.S. version, that did bet all of their bank on every single turn of the cards and won.
Every single turn. Jeez.
Yes.
That takes some guts.
Yeah.
Fair
Now,
play though. Honestly, well deserved.
yes. If you want to find it, just search "Card Sharks Break the Bank" on YouTube, and you'll find it. Her name is Norma Brown. I think she was from Texas, and it was a show from like 1978. But yeah, she turned $200.
I mean, it's hard to think that wasn't slightly rigged, but who knows?
I will honestly almost believe you, but if I did not know, looking at the code, that this thing does not look at the internet at all, and it is simply just a randomization. Just
Yeah.
almost
Sometimes
too random.
I mean, perfect proof of it today was the 2s and the 3s.
And the number of duplicates that we saw was just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this was poker, we would have done really well. Oh man. Okay. So.
What an emotional roller coaster.
Oh my god. I'm glad someone beat the game.
Benji, don't worry. I told you it would.
Yeah, we will. I hope that does not happen when we go into production with this. When we play this at CitrusCon, which if you haven't taken the survey, please take the survey. It has a lot more interesting questions. This one was fairly academic. The other one has what I think are more fun questions. And that is available on citruscon.com. If you click on my profile, or I think there's actually a link to a survey page where all the surveys and forums for different things are located. And there's a whole section for all of my crap. You can take the Card Shark survey. You can take the survey for Jackbox, because I will be hopefully doing Jackbox Party Pack to determine what games we will play for that. You can submit ideas for cards for BL Against Humanity. And you can also submit opening poems for Card Sharks. So instead of me doing the generic aces high, deuces low, play it right and win the dough. One I thought specifically for BL card sharks was ace is the seme, deuce is the bitch, and if you see an 8, everyone will twitch. Ah, there's the link. Bust. Yeah, but if you make the score 0, yes, the software just says 0. If you do it manually. If you do it in there, yes, it does go bust, as we found out. So that's Card Sharks. A very, very, very odd version of Card Sharks.
Gotta keep it
also,
interesting.
Yeah, haunted software. Maybe this is the real reason why Flash has been deprecated in modern browsers. Now see, here's the thing though. I only have 2 games now that do not run on Flash and run in PowerPoint. And those 2 are Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Everything else runs on Flash just fine. Not a problem in the world. Until now.